Welcome, my friends. My name is Zach. I am an audiobook narrator and gamer geek. And one of my favorite games is Wildermyth. It is a storytelling game with procedural generation elements, so no two stories are exactly the same. And I thought it would be a fun little project to do a narrated playthrough of at least the intro story, and if I'm having fun, maybe I'll do the other stories as well. So, I created a new player account called Storytime, because that's what we're doing here. We'll hit play, new story, and we are going to be doing The Age of Ulstrix. It's a 3-chapter story geared toward new players, but veterans can do it too. I still like the story, so let's get started. Our enemy is going to be the Gorgons. I like tragic hero difficulty, sort of the quote-unquote hard setting. Walking lunch is doable, but I find you spend a lot of time on the board game-like overmap, which I'm less interested in than the tactical combat or, of course, the storytelling. So let's just stick with tragic hero. I enjoy the tension of carved in stone. That means there's only one save file, and if I make a tactical mistake, one of the characters we've grown attached to might have a bad time, or our mission could fail altogether. It is a possibility. So, let's keep going. All right, this is where we are going to create our characters. I'm going to leave you here for a moment as I randomize these people until I'm happy with them, or maybe do some editing. Uh, you don't have to see all that. I'll be back in a moment. All right, my friends, we are back with Vale, the goofish hothead. She is a future warrior. Arco, the bookish leader. He is, or will be, a hunter. And Raista, a compassionate snark. Let's get started. So I happen to know that this is Raista speaking. So character voices might change a little bit as we're just getting a feel for these people, but we'll do our best. This book. There's room in it for another story. It's cold. I'm stuck here. At least my decaying body will look intelligent. Little book and pencil propped on her lap. All right then. So, this is how I'll start it. Here in our yondering country, something in the woods is very strange. Bothered only by a hole in her sock, a young woman named Vale takes the seasonal road to the town of Kingbreak. Have to avoid Madame Nardred's window. She'll throw another pot at me. I mean, her daughter had it coming though, didn't she? Want to get me in a barrel fight? I'll oblige. Simple as that. Breeze is light that day. Birds are timid. In fact, the whole world is taking a breath, ready to leap in the sea. I'm there already, huh? Here's the hard part, getting Arco out of the house, out of the town before dark. I'm sure everyone's gonna want to bend his ear and I'll just be... That's smoke? Fluttering flames roost among the far-off rooftops. Vale hurries towards town, thinking of Arco, a young man whom she's known since girlhood. That man'll have some explaining to do if he dies. Arco, are you trapped? Arco! Don't be dead. So you can see our mission here in the top left is to put out the fires. We have 2 action points at the bottom. Right now we can only use movement for 1 action and a swift action, which may come in later in the game, but again, right now we don't have anything to do with it. So, valiantly, Vale is going to run forward and put out the first fire. Perhaps, I don't see water around, so perhaps kicking dirt over the fire, she runs forward to extinguish another blaze. Looking around, we don't see anyone, but you can see our objective has updated to opening the door. So Vale runs to Arco's house door. His home standing. It's all right. Breathe, Vale. Arco, open up. You have to help out here. Vale doesn't know. Why is no one... The door unlocks. Arco shoves it open. Oh, yeah, fire? I know, sorry. Get inside, quickly. Hup. Arco slams the door shut. Your bow. Yeah, my bow. The blaze is secondary. It's Doom's detail. A herd of these hideous, afflicted-looking beasts. Grrr. They stampeded in. I managed to trap one behind the house. Small victory. They just rampaged in all of a sudden? Why not kill it? Right. So, here, I've got some tools around. You've always been, strong. So I'm thinking together we can at least drive it off. Together. Mm-hmm. Well, I'd like to keep this creature at arm's length. You know, in case we... Don't worry, Vale. I'll be right here. Open the door when you're ready. All right. Just let me stand in front of you. So this is who we're going to be fighting, our foe card. In this case, a roe. Hooves thrown sloppily around beneath it, it runs, staggering, bellowing its agony. Vale, even though our storybook said she was inside the house, starts in the same place. So she is going to run to the door, and Arco is just going to wait because Vale asked him to stay behind her. Ooh, we see our roe right away. So let's move the camera a little bit so we can see better. And just go out. Unfortunately, we are not a warrior yet, so we can't hold our attack, so we just wait. Arco is going to stand behind Vale. You can see this little shield symbol. This is called walling. When your characters are walling, they take 1 less damage, which is nice. So Arco pulls his bow back and shoots for 3 damage. Very nice. Vale takes the hit as she intended to do before stabbing the roe with her pitchfork, and it goes down. Victory. So, Vale is now a warrior. Warriors like Vale are built hardy, enduring, with a natural aptitude for battle. They develop powerful techniques for close combat. I actually like all of these abilities, but if we remember what just happened, it seemed like Vale was more of a defender type, so she doesn't seem like a blood rage lady. That leaves us with Stalwart, which will give her a lot more armor, but then she will be slower or be able to perform 2 reaction attacks. That's... Stalwart is probably better, like, for her roleplay role initially, but Vigilance can work out really well for that type of role, especially if she's using a pitchfork, where she has extra reach. So let's kind of split the difference between full offense and full defense and take Vigilance. Arco. He's grown a little stronger into a hunter. Hunters like Arco thrive in the wild, surviving through stealth and peerless archery. They master their surroundings and bring down large quarry. So again, all of these are quite good. Because he and Vale are sort of a duo, and she's already taking a sort of tactical approach, I think we want damage from him. I'm really tempted by Jump Jaw, but if his traps prevent enemies from coming into Vale's threat range for her reaction attacks, that's sort of like a negative combo. I have a friend who calls that a nombo, which we want to avoid in this case. So let's take Through Shot, and we'll just give him a little bit of extra damage if he can line up his shots. Speaking of damage, we'll give this to Vale, because you can see if we gave it to Arco, he would go from 0 bonus damage to 0.7, which doesn't do anything, but maybe sets him up for later upgrades. But if we give it to Vale, she goes from 0.4 to 1.1, so she actually will get extra damage from this. So we'll give the Sash to Vale. The Sash of Power. You're a natural, Vale. You and I we make a good team, is all. The creature's death is quiet. It seems to slip from life in a few stunned, hazy blinks. They'll spend a piece of the day getting the flames under control. The damage isn't as bad as it could have been. Townsfolk emerge from hiding to fight fires and clear debris, some full of curiosity, others visibly haunted by what they've seen. Rista could be in trouble. Clearly nowhere's safe. Come on, let's keep our word. She's at that ruined tower by now. Kind of an outsized hike, given our late start. Maybe, but a later start won't help. Rista will be waiting for us. What happened today could be happening everywhere, couldn't it? Something about that tower is just stuck in my mind. It's like when you get an apple skin in your teeth. I know the sensation you describe. Huh? Yeah. Anyways, I just think we said we'd meet her. We should. The tower in the hills. You've been there? Yeah, once. Actually, looking at the tracks, they come and go that direction. Vale and Arco follow the pounded path of monstrous feet, hoping for the best and dreading every other possibility. So, how does Arco feel about Rista? He didn't seem thrilled about going to get her. So let's say it's a rivalry. Oops, didn't read it. A wordless while passes between them, but the quiet only heightens their worry. I know you don't exactly get along with Rista these days. Maybe not, no. You know what it is? It's like today. While we clean up what I'm going to assume was her mess, I bet that snaky smirker is up there now without a care in the world. So you can see this is the Overland map. What I was describing as sort of the board gamey-like map, kind of small for now, but more will be revealed. And our mission is to find Rice at the old tower. We'll have to scout this area. This is sort of like a quest marker for that objective. However, this is where we're going to end the first episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully this one works out, because I've had a few takes to try to record this. If you did, fantastic, and I will see you for episode 2.